What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome. Another Tuesday with Role ConTROLL.
Did you forget our name?
Is that his name?
I was fake forgetting. It was
Fake forgetting.
It was a troll, you guys. It's kind of in our name.
A Role Con what?
I don't... Role ConOrc?
Role Con Queso.
Role ConOrc. All right.
Alright, yeah. It's a better show.
Wait, they have queso? Okay, I'll stick around.
Watch one episode, get one free queso from your local... Doesn't exist.
Redeem within 5 minutes.
Yeah. Go to Chipotle, they'll give you a free queso if you mention Role ConTROLL. That's completely a lie, and it's not true.
Somebody clip that?
But feel free to try it.
Guys, free queso tomorrow. We'll tell you about it tomorrow.
All right.
Okay?
Every Wednesday is free queso, according to Jane at
No, just tomorrow. No specific date, just tomorrow.
Tomorrow's.
Tomorrow there will be free queso. I'll let you know about it tomorrow.
So D&D.
Yep.
So, oh, wait, what? D&D. Oh, okay. Well, we're just going to pick right out
D&D?
where we were. Dragon Turtle.
Uh-huh.
Hanging out with party.
Oh, Dragon Turtle. Okay.
Just kind of waddling through the annoying trees.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thick turtle.
Go.
So we were talking amongst ourselves when we stopped. So I don't think there's a good way for us to really be able to utilize them.
No.
If even the closest thing is going to be almost an hour away, he's going to be able to make it there and then do what?
The only thing I was thinking is possibly cause a distraction, but the amount of time it would take him to get back there, we wouldn't be there yet.
Exactly.
And he would switch back from dragon pretty quick, and then we'd leave our allies stranded, basically.
Yeah.
And then even if he survived or didn't get captured, that means he's got however far of pushing through these woods.
I have a question for him. I don't know. Should I ask him, or do you want to translate since you have like the relationship with him?
You could speak Draconic, so
yeah,
absolutely.
Okay. So I will turn to our good buddy, the thick turtle, and
It's its official name in the monster manual.
thick mutant ninja turtle.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. And say in Draconic, have you noticed any like increased activity out in the ocean? Like, are these folks shipping things in, or do they have allies coming in or anything?
Oh, I don't know. They just trapped me. And I'm not used to being prey. He just like slams into a couple trees and one just...
Okay, so no definitive answer on shipping activity in the ocean that he could disrupt. Thought I would give that a try.
So I'm going to say in Draconic, our thought is we end up sending you home. I know that's what you wanted from the beginning, but it ends up being, at this point, anything that could be helpful would end up being harmful to you, and we don't want that.
Then send me. Get me out of this cursed forest.
And then I say in Draconic, I think he's going to change you into a dragon. If you, on your way home, notice any goblins, feel free to spit some fire breath or acid breath or whatever at them on your way, but go home. Go back to your home.
I'll boil their blood alive.
Perfect. That sounds great.
Yep.
At this point, I will change him to an adult green dragon again.
He shifts down, but not much. Stands tall with the classic dragon stance. I guess I owe you one.
I yelled, like, good luck in Draconic, as he flies away.
And he takes off north.
Well, I was hoping we could do more, but...
Having a dragon turtle that owes you a favor is not a bad thing.
Assuming we ever see him again.
Yeah.
I have ways of communicating.
Creeper.
Wow, a phone call becomes creeper now.
You've changed.
Yeah. I mean, at least at this point, we probably have a really good ally. Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we still have a serious problem in front of us.
Yeah.
So that's something that we need to consider how to deal with.
Yeah, we've definitely disrupted a lot of stuff that they were doing.
Do you think at this point it's worth going back to the elves and telling them that, they're taking all these animals, these giants, and trying to get bigger creatures like dragons and stuff?
Well, they already know that we already know that they're capturing animals and using them.
Yeah.
The size of that was impressive.
Yeah.
We have no idea that they're capturing things so large, but most of the other things we're well aware of.
And let's be honest, if the elves knew that they were trying to capture stuff like that, it's not like they could do anything about it anyways. Don't have the resources.
Yeah. Well, I guess we go back and see if we can actually complete our mission.
Which is what? Could you remind me of what our mission is again?
Our mission, somebody didn't pay attention to, is that we're supposed to find out what's coming next in terms of, like, mechanical creations.
Okay.
From Bukpert. Now, I'll be the first one to argue that depriving them of a dragon turtle is one of the biggest favors we could have done the elves.
Yeah.
But the actual task that they gave us, that we should revisit now that we have completed that part,
Were the mechanical creations.
is what's coming next for mechanical creations and what their abilities are.
Well, I'll be frank. I think if I wasn't here to back you up and tell them you're telling the truth, I don't think anyone would believe you.
No, you'd probably be right.
But
yeah,
it happened.
It's kind of insane that
I can't believe they caught one.
Exactly. Something that large, I didn't even know that there was magic power apart from a god that could actually capture something that large.
And we let it go, and they captured it again. I mean, that magical mechanism that they were using. That,
We did find a good weakness in it, though. If you change the creature's size, it does not adapt.
Right.
That's a pretty big flaw in a, world where there's magic.
And that's helpful when we're there, but the problem is that if they've already transformed it into one of their mechanical creations, I mean, that doesn't help us a whole lot. So, I think maybe we should get back in there and try to get into the, what was it on the map? Building 1? Was that the one with all the creations in it?
Did you guys... You don't know?
Blurry.
Well, it was on the map, wasn't it?
Large
No.
reduce?
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
I can't remember if that's on the cleric spell list. I don't think
I can
it
check to
is.
see if it's
I
even...
think it's wizard or bard, maybe.
Do you know what level that would be?
Maybe level 2? Level
What-
3?
Do you think it would make sense? Did we just take a rest, or how are we on HP?
We took a rest, we freed the dragon turtle, then
And then
ran
booked it.
off, then we had the discussion. So I think we're still probably early morning, or maybe late morning, early afternoon.
And we probably you don't need a rest at all after casting all those spells.
Well, nothing that can do anything for him.
Not without going to bed for the night.
Wonder if we better go in there in the night anyways. Although I don't know if that place is ever going to cool down again. I mean, that thing was distracting quite a few of them.
So at this point, I think we're at the. I think what's going to happen is they're going to be once again enhancing their security, because that's now twice that their creation has been taken from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have actually just pointed out the biggest weakness in their magical.
It doesn't say what. Oh, sorcerer, wizard, artificer.
Second level. Yeah.
Yes. So
That would be a convenient spell right now.
Right. I'm a little nervous about going back there immediately.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking maybe we can go back and tell the elves, but.
Well, both of our infiltrations have focused on the sort of the southern part of the fortress. We're sort of northwest. What if we came in from the other direction? From the north? Is it so the mountains are on the east side, right? Do they wrap around the whole thing?
No,
or?
they're on the south.
Okay.
And it's basically like a cliff face, and the south part of it was built up like it's going up the cliff, and then around it is just it looks like they obviously cut down some trees to have some dead man zone,
Sure.
and then it's still surrounded by forest.
Okay. What if we looked into coming from the other direction? From the north or the west, which is kind of where we already are.
Yeah, I think trying to go at it the same route again would be borderline suicide.
It almost
So I think
was
that's a good call.
last time.
Yeah.
I will say, I only have one rope trick or pass without trace.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got for those. One total, so one or the other.
The entire stronghold, I think, is going to be not just if it might be focusing one direction, but I doubt with how quickly they caught us this time. I doubt that we're going to be able to get any closer.
Well, they suspected we were after. I mean, they knew our quarry, which was the dragon turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Now they don't know what our quarry would be.
I would almost say that the better idea would be to let things cool to make them think that that was our only thing, as opposed to, hey, we freed the thing, cool, we're going to take off for like a couple hours and then come back and then do something again and then just keep hitting them over and over again with 4 of us.
Yeah.
Should we try and just like murder a patrol or something? Because I don't feel comfortable just doing nothing.
I agree.
While elves are like legit just dying.
I agree. And I know what we did, it helped, and I know what the dragon turtle, still can't believe I'm saying that, did helped immensely.
Well, I think it helped, but it helped from an unknown evil, and even without the dragon turtle, they were already losing. So, like, yeah, don't take this the wrong way, but like, what we did was super helpful. But they didn't know that was something that we needed to do. They need help from what's still out there now, even after taking care of the dragon turtle. So
no, I'm not saying that the dragon turtle itself, what the dragon turtle destroyed, is going to make it so that they have to rebuild that.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
So there is a bunch of information that we got from doing this. It's not, we don't know what's necessarily in the buildings.
Right.
But we do know that. Let me consult my notes. That they have goblins riding raptors.
Mm-hmm.
They probably knew stuff about that. We know where the stronghold is, the makeup of the stronghold.
Yeah, we have a better view on that.
I've drawn out, not as well as the map shown, but drawn out more of the buildings in that place that we didn't know.
Right. We also know that between the main goblin there, it was a goblin, right? Between the main goblin and the 10 other wizards wizard goblins that they had along, they can take down something as massive as dragon turtle. So that's something that would need to be taken care of.
Exactly.
Have you ever seen a spell like that?
Mhm.
That did that?
I mean, apart from what I've cast before as hold person, but there's limitations to that.
And you dispelled it once, right?
Yes.
And it was pretty powerful,
I
felt
could-
like?
I could tell that there was more resistance on there than what I'm used to
Sure.
in terms of some of the lower level spells.
Sure.
But it can be dispelled and it can be handled with whatever they have trapped if their size changes.
Yeah.
So again, even if we went back now, we're not leaving with nothing.
Right.
We are leaving with information along with foiling a seemingly large plan that they had going on.
Yeah. So you think wait maybe 2 days and then go at it again? Because we want to make sure it's soon enough that that the elves don't just die.
Right.
But we want to make sure it's not too soon that we just get captured immediately upon entering the facility.
And that they don't necessarily replenish their forces.
Yeah. Although maybe getting captured would be an easy way in.
Yeah, easy way in.
Assuming they don't just kill us on the spot.
Yeah, that's seemingly what's going to be the higher likelihood.
Yeah, probably. Alright, well. You want to go kill some patrols for a little bit and then
That sounds good.
come back here, take a rest? Or would you rather just take a rest now and...
I don't need a
Right.
rest. Do you?
I don't have a lot of my really powerful spells, but I'm good for a while.
Doesn't killing patrols make it irrelevant that they know we're out here then? Isn't it the whole point? Is to stay here and not be seen or heard of and think that we left?
Maybe we should go to a different side.
If we're killing patrols, they're going to know we're still here.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to get to the side that we're going to attack from and just hunker down for a day or two? I don't like doing nothing either, but he's right.
It's either we go back with this information and see what we can do with that information, or we continue to sit here and continue to scout.
Right.
We're at two seemingly pretty solid plans. It's just what do we want to do? Because going back into it right now would be suicide.
No. And I want to go back into it before we go back. So that'd be my preference. Wait a day or two, go at it again. Get the job done. Focus on the objective.
During that day or two, do we want to do some exterior scouting so that we aren't just sitting on our hands?
I mean,
I'm okay.
sitting on our hands is the best way to make it so that they think we're gone. You know, if we get caught if on the second day we get caught while doing reconnaissance, they know we're still here, and then we wait another 2 days.
That's true. You're right.
I mean, the safest thing to do would be to hunker down for a day or two, and then just go full bore again.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's my thought. Any other thoughts? If not, let's get to where we're gonna attack from.
Fine by me.
I think that's my vote as well.
I'm willing to wait till tomorrow, but that's it.
So you go it alone? And then you just go it alone?
No, I would like for us all to go tomorrow.
I'll be with you.
We don't have to do it first thing in the morning because that's when we did it today. And
Yeah. How about tomorrow night? That'll give us 2 days, but we don't spend 2 days doing nothing.
okay,
And night's probably a better time to do it anyways.
okay, fine.
Alright, let's do it. So outside of game, what side do we want to attack from?
Heard northwest.
Northwest.
Is that?
I mean, that's kind of where we already are, right? Is northwest of it?
That's.
Yeah, and that's it. And we attacked from the south last time.
South, and then you escaped west, northwest.
So we haven't arrived at the. I don't know. Is compound the right word? Castle.
Fortress.
Compound, fortress. So we haven't arrived at the fortress from the northwest yet. So yeah, I think that we just kind of hunker down here.
Well, it's kind of where you guys escaped from.
Right.
Okay. You don't go escape where you came in. Or go in where you came out, essentially.
Yes.
Probably a little more north, but yeah.
Okay. Sure. All right. So where are you guys going now? Are you just relaxing where you are, where it's relatively safe? I mean,
yeah.
Not for sure, but
yeah, I think so. Not really. I mean, maybe a little bit away from all the smashed trees where the dragon turtle left. That might be a dead giveaway, but
And there might be some people looking at it.
yeah.
okay. So where to then from there?
Let's head. If we were going northwest, and this is the way the turtle went, let's go north of northwest.
Okay.
Yeah, until
Circle
we're
around just a little bit.
until we're farther away from where we actually fled from.
All right. About how far north, or how long?
Half an hour, 45 minutes, hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know like what the sort of radius is. So like if
Yeah.
we're circling around, I don't really know how much
Yeah.
like change we're gonna get depending on how long we go.
So it's about an hour from compound to where we're at now. So it would probably be like.
Closer to an hour flight time. So you guys are
Yeah, you're
pretty far away.
Yeah.
Like it's
So if we're
relatively safe here.
So if we're gonna circle around and do any sort of demonstrable change in the direction that we're coming from, we're gonna need to go for a little while, like a
Yeah,
couple hours.
couple
probably.
hours. Yeah. So let's say 2 or 3 hours.
2 or 3 hours north.
Yeah.
Circling,
But yeah,
like
north.
so, like
So the northeast.
like concentric circle. So if this is the thing,
Okay.
we're going around like that, or it would be.
Okay.
But yeah.
Sure. Okay, sounds good. Let me consult my world mapper.
We run into a dragon turtle. Wait.
Another one. This one already has the attachments on. Oh,
Come on.
During this time, I want to
Device.
ritually cast Identify on the frost gun,
Sure.
just so I can actually get specs for it.
All right, elf soldiers. You now have all your new frost guns.
What does identify specifically do?
I believe it gives me all stats for it.
If there's any spells on it, what it does.
If it's under the influence of any magic,
Mhm.
you definitely said that already. Sorry.
You said it in a nicer way.
Oh, thank you.
Do it again.
But like attack and damage and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You could decide whether like a really special fancy curse was revealed by Identify. Usually it would be, but or if there's part of the item that's like dormant or something. I don't know.
So it feels the way I read it is the information you would end up getting is that there is a like a frost enchantment on this.
Okay.
And it's something that will run out, but it is creating like frost that can be used. And I think that's all the magic that would be on the item.
Is it a particular spell that it's using? Like, is it mimicking the effects of a certain spell or something? Or?
Oh, jeez, which spell is it? Not really. More of like a custom-ish spell.
Okay.
So think the closest thing would be the frost version of chromatic orb.
Okay.
Chromatic orb, chromatic.
Spray?
No,
I'm not sure.
I think it's chromatic orb.
Okay.
It's in the newer books. So basically, it is a thing that's getting used up, and so it's not infinite.
Yep.
But that's the magical properties of it. So by knowing that, you know that there's more than just magical means that are producing what happens.
Yep.
So
the fact. So is it? This is actually just gameplay logic. Is it certain number of charges before it's gone? Is it and then like?
I think when I used it was randomized. Like, shot it, roll a dice. Shot it, roll a dice. Is how
right.
we did it.
That's how it's an uncertain variable amount.
Cool.
So it's like it's the. Okay. All right. So the magical part of it, if the weapon fails, the magic will be dispersed.
Okay.
But the magic will not fade out.
Okay.
There. Well, that's how that part works. So that the magical part would be a continuing enchantment that has been placed on this.
Okay.
So would it build back up over time? I don't know how to know that.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm saying I don't think you would know.
Right.
But it's a magical enchantment that provides the frost that comes out of the weapon.
Okay.
All right, so you guys move.
And it targets one creature or a line of creatures.
The first thing hit impact.
Okay.
Here.
Sorry.
Think of a instead of firebolt, frostbolt, essentially.
Okay.
Because firebolt is an ability here, and it's pretty similar to a 5th level version of it, but instead of 2d10, it's 2d8.
Okay. That's I think what I was hoping for.
Let me clarify that before I. Yeah, 2d8. All right, you guys had. It's relatively safe. There's a few like wildlife and things, but nothing overly hostile that you guys come across throughout the time.
You don't find any mice with little mechanical attachments on them?
Just
Yeah,
roaming
there's a
like
mice.
Wait, what's that?
Everybody's gonna start somewhere.
finger of death.
God.
What the?
On mice? Get me out of this forest.
Do we find any sharks with lasers on their head? I think it's really the question.
Yeah, and
I
you
would like
jump
that.
over.
Freaking lasers on
You
their
jump over them. Come on, that was good.
Some ill-tempered sea bass.
So yeah, you guys.
Well, actually, only Fonzie can jump over them.
Hey. All right. So you guys make it your couple hours, making it like the circle across.
Okay.
So you can approach from more of the northern direction.
Yeah.
It's relatively safe.
So I think we would probably just crash here for a full day, and then during the day the next day until it's dark.
Did we, in that little like couple hours, did we see any like sort of pathways or like areas where they might be like sending reinforcements or supplies or anything in and out?
Not through that portion. Okay. You see some like game trails and
Sure.
like you saw one like patrol path like where a patrol is, but it looks be a ranger. It doesn't get used very often, but they definitely do go up this far. It's just not common.
Okay.
Uncommon?
I would point that out too. I would point that out to you guys. Just like, oh, looks like occasionally they do come up this far. Just beware.
Here's what I say. Oh.
All right, so you guys get to where you are. Watch is going to be the same. You and Ildren.
Yeah.
4 hours. 4 hours.
Yep.
Okay. You don't have any issues throughout the night. Throughout the next day.
Finally have all my hit dice back.
You guys don't really hear much. Nothing goblin, hobgoblin related. Outside of the wildlife. you guys actually do hear the noises of like a bear walking around, but unless you pursue it, it's not interested in you guys.
No.
Okay. Then that would be coming up the next day, later at night. Probably the sun is starting to set.
Well, suppose we should get going fairly soon here.
Alright.
Should we wait till it's fully dark, or do you want to go now?
By the time we get there, it'll be fully dark.
Probably true. Alright, well, should we head out?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, everybody's fulled up. How are you guys going? Just marching or marching order and things? Let me know.
Would we be stealthing, do you guys think?
I think after a little bit, yeah. Once we get closer to the base of the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, so probably you in the back, Valchar.
I would say back or middle.
And probably you second to back or with Valchar, and then two of us together.
I could also be tracking in the front, whichever.
Yeah.
Ildren can go with Valchar.
3 of us. Okay. So 2 of us in front, 2 in back.
Sure.
I can help with
Ildren will take up the rear.
finding our way.
Stealthing
Definitely.
at this point.
Let's do it.
'Kay.
Do you want me to roll survival for just like going the right direction? Finding
Yeah.
where we're going? Okay.
Let's just see how close you get.
Okay, well that's not amazing. So that is, we're in the forest, so that is 11.
Okay. It's not overly difficult to get in the right direction.
Alright, you guys approach from the south. Wait, what?
Actually, I think I have a thing where like I just like cannot become lost. So, except by magical means. I would have to go find it, but I can't
That,
be
yeah.
lost. Yeah.
There are magical enchantments on the forest, but not in that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not a very difficult thing to just get to where you were. I mean, if you rolled like a 5 or lower, yeah. But yeah, you guys are able to, just let me know, you guys are able to make your way towards the fortress. Tell me, in stealthing minutes or hours, however you want to do it, when do you want to start stealthing? When do you want to start doing anything different other than just approaching the thing?
I think we would want to do, like, once we start heading towards the mountain, it would be at least stealthing.
Yeah.
But pass without a trace would not be until closer.
So we're much closer.
So I think we'd be stealthing from here on.
And how far is that?
Until we're close enough to
Oh.
I think
see
we'd
it or
I
see
think we'd
signs of
probably
it.
do what, like maybe like a half hour and then start stealthing, sort of thing.
A half an hour of stealthing distance away, and then start doing that?
No, a half hour towards it and then stealth the rest of the way.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Roll me stealths.
You got the advantage.
Yeah, which thank you, because that's a natural 20.
Same with me. Oh no, that's not good.
Which we don't have pass without a trace, but
Correct.
so that's just a 27.
17.
A solid 25.
Nice.
I'm a little nervous about that because that means.
Yeah,
what else?
that nat 20 spoken for now.
Ooh.
Don't want to
We're
start
not
the day
going
out
there.
that way.
We're not going there.
All right, well, start climbing. You're like, oh.
Damn it.
There's a sudden cliff range at the north end now.
It's the exact same as the south end.
Ooh.
Actually,
just watch
the
a couple
magic
episodes
user,
ago.
yeah, the magic user just saw how you struggled with it and then just moved it.
You're not getting out that easy.
Okay, so on the way, so when you guys are probably about, so you get most of your trip away. When you're about an hour out, you give me perception checks for you two in the front.
$18.
11.
Okay, Enna, you are able to see a goblin that's riding a like a black a black cat almost. It seems to have multiple different like legs and like multiple tails.
Is it the same one that we saw when we were in the bush hiding and the thing was looking at us?
No, this
Not the
one's
same one?
significantly smaller.
Okay.
The one that spotted you and was going at you until it
The horn blew.
until its driver said no, it was like, holy crap, this thing's gonna kill us type of thing.
Yeah.
That's the type of this is like, that's freaky, but you know, we're strong
Do I
adventurers.
hear or see anything behind them? Like, is this like larger patrol or?
Wow, his stealth is trash. All right, so you don't actually hear any other things, but
you don't hear the animal that I just rolled stealth for.
But no, you hear this cat as it's walking. Like you can tell by the way it looks that it usually doesn't make a lot of noise, but it's kind of like it's like just not used to being controlled and kind of walking like a little bit
Into
unnaturally
things or
and
bushes or whatever.
just like it's not as stealthy as naturally it would be, and it's kind of a little off-putting.
So I sort of like do the like pause thing and kind of like edge back just a little bit so that I'm closer to Eldrin and Valchar.
I'd probably hide.
Okay.
Where
Just give me a stealth then, just for a hide check.
25.
And just say, there's a lone goblin riding on a like mechanical cat thing, or like a enhanced cat thing. Do we want to just take it out, or?
How far out are we?
That's a good question.
About an hour.
So we're out of earshot.
What do you think, Sai? Oh man.
I hate it when he does that.
Yeah, with my stealth check, I'm just gonna come in right behind, just like. So, how far are we again?
Oh my god.
Pat.
What do we want to do?
Sits on his haunch. Eldrin.
I feel like we could pretty easily just take this guy out. Why not?
This would be a real good time to have silence. But I don't.
I didn't go back to them. I just hid where I was.
Yeah.
So I'm not in the conversation.
Fair.
I think that's watching for a little bit.
Ugh. Itching to kill a devil. Fine.
There will be opportunities. There will be a lot of opportunities.
And it sort of pouts and like, and then just like ducks behind a tree and is like.
Audibly.
Not too audibly. She still rolled a 27 stealth. We're just like.
You're like what's the name from the Avengers of the Bow? Hawkeye. And where you're just like, it'd be so easy. When he's pointing at that, what was he pointing at Loki? Like, it'd be so easy to just kill you. No one would know.
He has a rad haircut in the Endgame. I'm a big fan.
Spoiler alert. It's like
Spoiler
half.
alert.
He
He's
gets
in
a
Endgame.
haircut.
It's like half the movie.
That's most of the movie.
He gets his haircut like
He shows up again.
20 minutes in.
He hasn't
Stop
been
He
in.
was
When it
always alive.
happens.
He never died. He didn't
Yeah,
get Thanos.
But he wasn't in like
This
any
isn't
of the
a big
movies.
spoiler. Oh, whatever.
But people now know he's in it.
All right. I'll-
Lord.
Okay.
He's one of the original 6. If you didn't figure out that he was going to be in the movie, then I don't know what to tell you.
Is he a G6 though?
He's like
Or
a
just-
G6.
Well, with his haircut, he is. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting in the like Jane derailment. Oh, this is bad. All right.
You're
so-
supposed to be above us.
I know.
Everyone's now looking to Valchar too. Can we get back on track?
Come on.
All right. So you guys are
So we're
deciding
watching this
to
dude for a little
watch.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna like trail him.
I will. Yeah. I'll like just sort of quietly at a distance. Yep.
Okay.
With my 90 feet of dark vision.
I'm gonna cast a message and be like, to see where the patrol area is. To Anna.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm laying down, hiding.
Napping.
All right. So give me a new. If you're gonna start going after this, who? Just you, or are you taking?
I'll be coming.
I guess I was gonna roll too then. Give me a new stealth check.
So I will be coming.
I have no idea what's going on because I did not hear any of that because I was not with everyone.
Natural 20.
It's not as good, but it's still a 19.
Okay.
I need to leave. It's another net 20.
Oh no!
Put the dice away.
Sorry.
Here, take my hammer.
Psychos
And
here.
my axe. Wait, no.
Psychos here. Take my.
Where do we
Guys.
go?
That was 2 natural 20s and a natural 19.
Mine was a
Everybody.
19 after.
Oh.
I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I am super nervous.
Yeah. Everybody just kind of disappears. Oh, I left that
You're good.
on.
You're good. It was helpful since your camera was out of alignment.
Well, there we go. Now it's good. It actually looks way better. So
Way better.
So you guys start to track. How far do you track it?
Does he like change speed or direction or anything at any particular point, or?
He's just kind of awkwardly going throughout a pathing, like almost like it's like, oh, too far. Like it keeps like having like sudden movements and like kind of correcting.
Not quite as delicate as it was before.
Right.
I'm assuming if anything would come up like on the same trail, I'm guessing I would see it since I'm still laying down right next to where we saw the thing.
Right.
So as soon as the thing leaves, I'm probably gonna and nothing else is there. I'm probably just gonna stand up and take a look around and realize no one's there. So when that gets to that point, let me know.
Okay.
I'll make my decisions.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't seem to be like approaching anything, or nobody's following up behind him. I mean, maybe he's a good, whispering. Maybe he's a good candidate to knock him out and see if we can get any info from him.
Well, okay. Sorry, I thought this was kind of given. I should probably make sure to mention it. Mm-hmm. That it has like an attachment on it. Like it has the mechanical buildings into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them looks like it could house something on it. Like that's like something could almost be controlling it, like a little housing thing on top.
So it's not just like riding a horse type of thing. It's like there's an actual encasing.
Right.
Like a cockpit.
And
almost.
that's very, very much like everything you guys have been seeing has this same type of thing on it, on whatever the thing is.
Okay. Would that be a situation of getting whatever's in it?
All right.
And then also going through that animal.
Okay.
That's a little nervous. Okay. Sure.
You made me sit around for 30 hours.
The wolf nods.
I didn't know you were that itchy to kill things.
Not normally. These guys are the worst. You're not there.
I'm answering out of character.
Yeah, you're definitely at the point that you were saying you would stand up and look around.
They're torturing animals. They're capturing things. They're just installing mechanized things. I mean, I don't even like giants, and I feel bad for the ones with things installed in their heads.
I would probably head back to where I thought everybody was and look for them. Even though Ryan, the player, knows that they are not there.
So you're heading...
I'm going back to where Valchar
right
and
next to
Ildren.
us.
I was not right.
Weren't we
you guys
20 feet away from each other or something?
You and I were, but you went back and I laid down and then you guys took
Yeah.
off and I was not in on that conversation. That's what I've been saying this whole time. I'm not there.
I didn't think you were that far behind us.
He did say that he was just going to lay down when you started heading back, and it's kind of been standard that they've been 25 feet behind. That's
Yeah.
so he would be probably about 20 feet
Sure.
away, and then you guys started
So
passing.
you're saying you walk 20 feet and look around,
I walked 20 feet towards where I thought everyone was, and
which
I
was
look
like
around.
20 feet away,
Right.
Yeah.
and then you look around.
And then I'll look around.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and give me perception. You don't see any. Oh, sorry. You don't see anybody.
You
With that
especially don't see
natural
anything with
one.
that natural one. If there was ever a time
I'm
to
blind.
use your
I know,
natural one,
right?
it was right there, that useless moment.
Well, it's normally when I use my nat 20s is on perception checks, so
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Fine, whatever. Whatever you want to do is fine.
I'll keep looking around for a bit, because I'm assuming that they're here somewhere.
Okay.
They're just really good at stealthing.
Okay. But you don't really find anybody. Don't see any tracks or anything.
Well, if I don't see any tracks, then I guess I'll just stay in place, because I can't see where they went, and going in any direction seems stupid.
Okay.
So
You know, have we tried looking at the, like, maybe like identifying the mechanical stuff?
It's really only worked with magical stuff from what I've tried. I don't know if mechanicals. I mean, I can give it a shot.
It seems like it might be influenced by magic, given that like the head person is a mage. It might be useful to see if we can figure out how it works.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I mean, I wasn't about to make the dragon turtle dude wait around for us to try and identify that.
How big is the cockpit? Like big enough for a goblin? Too big for me? Or sorry, too small for me?
Pretty good description.
If
Cool.
only we had wick.
Ooh, that would have been a fun, just kind of like, peace. And then dimension door, which I can do actually. Dimension door into the cockpit. Yeah, no, that definitely would actually be very beneficial if I could give that a shot.
Alright, well, let's find Sai and then take
Wait.
this dude out.
I thought he was ahead of us.
Well, I backed up to talk to you guys, and then we trailed this guy. So he's back behind us.
He rolled a really good on his smell perception check.
Okay.
He
That
kind of
direction.
nods in that way, in the way that Sai is.
I'll see if I can ping him with message. Be like, where are you?
Do you just have to be familiar with your target?
Yeah. Well, the only thing
It's
is,
a distance.
with message, it's a distance thing. With sending, which is a higher level
Right.
spell, I just need to be able to be familiar with the target.
Because if you don't know where they are, but they're within your 120 foot, they'll just automatically get it.
Essentially. Or it's there is a direction to it, so I will have cast it within that direction.
And the way that he motioned.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to read it, but yeah. So you get a ping then. Valchar in your head.
What did you say?
So where are you?
Where we were hiding from the cat. Where did you guys go?
We went whatever direction we went.
Okay. Did you go the direction the cat went?
Yeah, we were following the cat.
Alright, I'll be there in a minute. Alright, I'll start heading towards where the cat was heading.
So for future reference, you point your finger toward a creature within the range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message, and it can go through solid objects. So if you don't know where it is, you have to be like, "There's where my message is going." So if it hits or not, that's
that's kind of where I've been using it as kind of sonar.
So if you're in a forest, would it hit like the trees and?
No, it says
stop?
it can go through.
It can go through.
It can go through solid
I thought you said it
objects.
could.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
basically I don't have to have eyesight.
Yeah.
You just have to be in
I'd be
range,
like,
and I have to
they're over there
direct.
somewhere.
You have to be in a general, You have to be,
Okay.
within
That makes
certain
sense.
degrees.
So
correct.
without Ildren doing that, it would just be a guess or something.
Yeah,
but
I would have probably
But he-
been like,
He had like a 27 for his perception on the smell check, so it was pretty good.
I'll give it to him, I guess.
"Why are you so stanky?"
Deodorant hasn't been invented yet?
Yeah, I'm not sure the last time we, as a group, bathed.
Are you saying you want
You
a group
bathe
bathe?
as a group?
Nope, not what I meant.
That's what you said.
I can understand why you would go there, but not what
It's
I
been a while since we all bathed together.
meant.
In the world and outside the world.
Yep, okay.
You know,
Or just us.
we were
Yeah.
in the lake after we swam through poop,
Yeah.
so we sort of.
And
We
that
were in
was
the-
all together.
We were in the lake where the poop emptied into.
Yeah, then you went on top of it.
So just
Yeah.
like any ocean.
Oh, this must be soap. That's not soap.
Oh.
Alright.
I'm gonna start heading towards where I think they are.
Okay.
I will keep. I will be sure to keep the cat goblin
I'll still be
dude
stealthy.
in eyesight, so within 90 feet of me.
Okay.
So if I have to.
A lot less with the way the trees work. You can
Sure.
get about 30, 40. You have to get within.
So I'll keep him in eyesight, basically.
Okay.
I will pass off that I messaged Sai
Mm-hmm.
that he's on his way, and if we ever move, I will pass that on to Sai as well.
Okay. So Anna's walking off. Ildren is kind of looking around and starts trotting off with Anna.
And I start heading that direction, and I say we're continuing to move forward. The cat is moving,
Can you tell him to hurry up?
and hurry.
Should I stop stealthing?
No.
Okay. I'll keep going at full stealth speed.
The quick stealth speed.
I mean, we haven't run into anything.
Yet with our really good
I
stealth
mean, I
rolls.
wasn't. That conversation was in your brain, so I have nothing to say. But
I think perceptions are under 10 every single time.
I like it.
It's just not paying attention.
derping, just derping along.
Super effective sentry.
All right, so eventually, Sai kind of lollygags his way up, walking like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, come on.
High stepping.
Stealth skipping. So what's the plan?
I think we just ambush it.
Okay. Kill the cat.
Yeah.
And eventually, whatever's in those contraptions.
Take all your shots at once.
Same contraption as the other stuff that we've seen?
Yeah.
Alright, do you guys want me to get the first sneak attack in?
Well, if we all do it at once.
Okay. I'll go forward when we get close.
Okay. You have 5 seconds.
I'm going to start moving forward towards the thing. I'm assuming at this point we're still 30-ish feet behind it.
I'll say 40. So 40 feet behind if you want to start approaching.
Yeah, so I'll use my 5 seconds to stealth towards it. And start counting down from 5 in my head.
5, 6, whatever.
So we'll just say 1 round for the sake
So
of...
that'd be 15 feet forward.
Okay.
Stealth speed.
Okay. What is
Can
your...
you not use your action or bonus action or anything? Or no?
My action would be my movement. I can't do anything else from there.
Well, you'd be able to move, and then the dash action, which is just it would end up.
Yeah,
being
but if I
full
dash,
movement
it knows
speed.
I'm here, and then me
Well,
sneaking forward kind of defeats the purpose.
It would just be your full movement speed. It's using your movement action again.
Oh, I can dash while stealthing and just double my stealth speed?
It's called dash, but it's
Yeah.
essentially it's using your speed twice.
Okay. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, I mean...
If you want me to do it, if you're okay with it, that's what I'm going to do.
It is what's in the book, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll move 30 feet forward then, so I'll be about 10 feet behind it.
10 feet behind? Okay.
And
Yeah.
then I.
What's your stealth for this? Did you do another one?
I've not done another stealth check.
Do another stealth check.
24.
Okay.
I get my 3 arrows ready to loose them pretty much all at once.
Okay.
And
So I'll be like 10 feet away, and as soon as I see her draw back, I'm gonna jump and stab.
Okay.
And I'm preparing level 3 guiding bolt.
Okay. Ildren's gonna stealth away. Kind of doing the same thing Sai is doing. All right. Do your stuff.
We go. Do we have advantage because they can't see us?
And since every perception has been absolutely doo-doo so far.
You actually have disadvantage, but since you have advantage, it's a normal.
Okay, well, I'll take it.
And is this considered a surprise round? Because I think I get sneak attack in surprise rounds.
You get when you get there. Technically, there's no such thing as a surprise round, but you get if you have advantage. But since you have advantage and disadvantage, they cancel out to normal.
Why does he have disadvantage?
Everybody does.
Oh.
These are all on attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I got real confused there. I'm like,
Alright.
except everyone's got advantage and disadvantage, or is it just you that have it?
I don't know. I think everybody has.
It is everybody attacking this thing.
Okay.
Okay. So, 17.
Yep.
Hit. 2, 21.
Okay.
28.
All 3 hit.
Okay. You guys do your things.
And bolt. 22 to hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. I rolled 2 1s on that damage.
Just want to make sure this is...
Should I do mine at the same time?
Yeah.
Main attack. That's a 10.
That'll miss.
Offhand. That's a 25.
That'll hit.
32 damage total
Okay.
between all 3 of them.
That would be 6. Do I get my dexterity bonus if it's the first successful attack I've made?
I don't think so. If it's your offhand.
If it's my offhand, so that's just 6 damage.
Okay. 38. Children hits once.
Is Uldren close to me?
Yeah, he's coming out.
If so, I would have gotten my sneak attack.
Well, I mean, you're all kind of jumping on at the same time. No, because you have disadvantage. It cancels out even if you have 2 advantages.
But
if it's a normal attack and somebody's within 5 feet of me when I make my attack, I get sneak attack.
Well, I think if it's threatening, and it doesn't know you're there, so it wouldn't be threatening. Gotta look up sneak attack real quick.
Children doesn't know you're there. You should get
The creature doesn't know. though.
Exactly. If the creature doesn't know you're
So
there.
it says
then
you don't
can't
need
get
advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet, that enemy is incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
But you do have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Technically, I would also have advantage, in which case I would get my sneak attack, if you're saying that they don't cancel each other out, right?
Well, it says. It says specifically if you do have disadvantage while attacking this thing.
Technically, I would also have advantage for the sneak attack, or for the surprise. I can have both without having the effects of either, and if I have advantage, I get sneak attack. So either I don't have either, or I have both. And if I have both, I would get sneak attack.
Let me go to rogue. Why can't I find rogue? Ranger rogue.
Next page.
Alright. Sneak attack begins.
Patiently wait to say what my damage was.
I rolled 4 d8s and I got 2 1s, but then I got a 7 and
And
an 8.
you
So
don't
I was like,
have
well,
disadvantage on the attack
Of
roll.
66, I got 2 6s, a 5.
But
2
that's only if I
3s,
don't have advantage. It says you don't get sneak attack. If you get sneak attack if you have advantage. You don't need advantage if you do these things. So either I have advantage and disadvantage at the same time, or I have neither of them because they cancel out. Right?
If you have advantage on the attack roll. And then if you don't have disadvantage.
No, it's not both of those. It's you don't need advantage if you have these things, and not having disadvantage is one of those things.
Alright, I'll give it to you because Ildren is within range.
Okay.
25 damage.
So that'd be an extra 10 damage.
Jeez. Extra 10?
So 16 for me total.
48 plus. Sorry, you said 25?
25.
25.
It's a pretty good roll for 66.
25 on 66? Heck yeah, it is.
It was 2 or 3.
How much HP does this thing have?
Wow.
Not that much.
So literally by 1 HP, the thing.
Wow.
You just it just slumps over.
Hi.
I'm gonna be standing over it and like looking at the pod, just being like, "Come out! I know you're in there."
Okay. I guess at this point, let's just roll initiative.
Sweet.
Initiative.
A good initiative roll from me.
I
What is
know,
happening?
me too. Like, what?
I'm not myself anymore. You
It's
can't
because
trust me.
we're
Here's my
fighting.
weapons.
It's because we're fighting a little like singleton.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, you guys
Once
are
we get
fighting a
to
dragon.
the
Roll
fortress.
advantage. 4 ones? Cool. We'll
Yeah.
move on.
All right. Over 20.
20 exactly.
I'd got a 19, so I'm in the next category. But yes.
Okay. So we'll go Sai, Anna. What'd you get?
11.
11. Okay. All right, Sai, you're up first.
I'm going to look to see if there's any other electronics on this thing other than the pod.
So it has a few like attachments that look like, because you've already dissected it and looked, goes to the bone. There's a few attachments on a lot of the joints.
But has Exhibit pimped it out? Like, does it have a chandelier?
It doesn't have like 4 TVs, only has 3.
Does it have lights on the bottom? You know.
It has the underglow.
Yeah,
you know, like the.
Is the goblin like, yo, I heard you like basketball, so there's a 2-foot-high basketball hoop on it? Well, you know, I don't want to kill the thing that we're trying to examine. Although, I don't know if you guys told me that, did you? That we're going to try to examine the thing?
I didn't pass that on.
I didn't know we were gonna not kill it in order to examine it. That usually is a prerequisite for dissection.
The cat.
I'm talking about killing, like, stabbing the pod to get the goblin inside. Because you guys didn't tell me that we were going to try to examine that, so I wouldn't know that. So I'm gonna try to stab my rapier like directly through the pod.
Okay, roll an attack.
You. Unnatural 20. It's unnatural.
I believe that's going to miss.
Okay.
A dirty 20
Yeah.
misses?
Mhm.
Jeez.
It's gonna miss.
Okay. Offhand, I guess. 20.
Nope.
Wow.
And
Okay. 2 shots, straight at the pod.
okay.
That's 20 and a 27.
27 hits.
Alright.
The first one just gets like stuck in the mechanical box that's surrounding.
10 piercing.
10 piercing damage. Okay.
Thing isn't messing around.
You see a little like a little door open. A quick little look around. Like there's this like ugly goblin just sticking his head out. He launches one frost bolt at you, Anna, and then ducks back in. He will 16 plus. He'll roll 23.
That's 16 is a hit.
14 points of damage, frost damage. And he
Yikes.
closes the little door that's on it. Valchar.
Yikes. Marking it on the TNT.
You hear a bunch of chaotic. You hear like some like thudding on the inside and shuffling around.
I think I'm going to hold my action, which would be to cast Sacred Flame on it the next time I see it poke its head out.
Okay. Ildren will walk up and try to just start peeling off some of the stuff. He'll come out of his wolf form now and go back into his regular form and try to just peel off, do a strength check. Wow. Okay. You're just gonna. You hear like the metal moving out a little bit. That'll be his turn. Sai.
So what's open a little bit? Like
So like the dome of like mechanical things. He just like reached in and just started like trying to pull it off, and it started to move it a
so
little
not
bit.
the door, just the whole thing.
Right. Just like peeling the pot. Like think of like a banana. You're kind of peeling a banana. He's trying to like peel off some of the mechanical.
Just the raw metal?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's an opening in the raw metal, I'm just gonna put a rapier or two in it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stab for where it's like opened up a little bit.
Go for it.
Yep. So that's a 17.
Close, but that'll miss.
All right, and offhand. Nope.
Okay, Anna. The AC dropped, but it was not enough.
Can I mean, I'm like 40 feet away. Can I see where it's open? Is that facing me or?
No, Ildren would have came from the side.
Okay.
Because he flanked so that he could come from a different angle.
I don't even know if my arrows are particularly useful. I mean, it's not like glass or something that I'm shattering or anything, right?
No, it's like.
Did my other
kinda like
arrow
metal.
do anything?
Yeah, it connected.
With the pod or with the creature?
I mean, I guess you wouldn't know.
Okay. Well, okay, I'll shoot again.
You would have heard like a little ow, like
Okay.
ah.
Okay, cool. So I'll shoot at it twice.
Okay.
So that's 21 and a 19.
21 hits.
Okay. 9 piercing.
Okay. All right. Its turn. It is going to open the door and kind of like look out again. Dex saving throw 10.
Oh, not much damage at all. 3.
Oof.
Oh boy.
There's a 1 and a 2.
So he pokes us out and you're like, gotcha! And you like got a little bit excited, just didn't hit very hard.
It just makes his hair stick up like it's like he got shocked by Pikachu, but not so
Blows
bad.
out a little smoke.
But him kind of moving out gives you and Iltrin an attack of opportunity. Mr. Sai.
I will make that attack of opportunity
Iltrin will miss.
and roll the 2.
Okay.
Yep.
You just start to see it, like look around.
Did any of us even speak Goblin?
No.
I didn't think so.
It'll look around and like you could see its eyes get wide and just a bit. And it jumps out and you see kind of the similar thing that the other one did when it charged. I believe it was you when they like.
Yeah.
And you see it's like rocket its boots and sort of and take off flying at very high speed. Yep.
Let's make note of that one.
Hold on.
Rocket boots.
Oh my god. Alright, so it starts to and you hear a thud.
Hits a tree.
George of the Jungle did.
Watch out for that bang! Ooh, tree!
Hey, that's it. You just hear the
And then nothing.
How far? So did it go past me?
it went like south. Like you guys are kind of trailing it to the side and just like jettisoned this way.
Okay. Can I see it at all? Like if I...
Not right now, but you can move towards it.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna leave combat. If you want.
You know what they say about assuming.
I am going to start ritually casting Identify on the cybernetic stuff, essentially, on the
Okay.
cat thing.
I turn to Ildren and I say, "You and me, we're not letting him alert anybody. Let's go."
He follows you.
And so we're gonna track him.
I'm on bodyguard duty.
All right, so you guys
Split
rush
the
over
group.
and you see
Split the
just like
group.
a crumpled up heap of a goblin. Just it looked like it snapped its neck when it slammed headfirst into a tree.
I'll do a quick...
Like its head is like crooked, like just.
Okay, I'll do a quick double check and make sure that I can tell that it's defo dead. Do you want me to do like medicine or something?
Not needed. It's dead.
Okay.
Just double tap it.
And then I'll just like pick
Ildren
off.
walks over and just cracks his neck the other
Oh.
way.
Alright, well, Ildren, if you're gonna do that, then you get to carry him back to have, so that we can all look
He
at
grabs him by the head And it's just like a slinky that's just kind of like flowing, and it's just like, all right.
Okay,
And he starts heading
thanks.
back.
Cool. Super cool. Not mad.
Anna's not quite as quicked out as I am, but like, oof. Okay. And we make our way back.
You said you wanted to kill things. Here we are.
Yeah, I didn't want
hope
to.
you're happy.
I didn't want to gratuitously snap their necks. I wanted to shoot them like Legolas. It's a much more graceful death.
Then he walks over and just, and it makes that, but it's a little bit more slurpy than you would expect.
I'm just kind of like, oh, that didn't sound good, but still having to focus on the ritual.
Sure. Yeah, you finish. You finish your ritual, and it seems like a variation of on this one. This is not the right book. Give me a second. You guys do your other things.
I mean, case the bodies, basically, right? I mean,
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you can find another gun on it, similar to what you've had.
Should we give that one to Ildren so that he has something ranged to do?
I mean, we can, if you want to.
Because.
Although, Ildren,
good.
will you be able to carry this while you're in your forms?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, do you want it?
Sure. What do I do with it?
Point and shoot.
Point it at something that's
see the
not in
little,
melee with you, and you can shoot it.
Point it that way, away from everybody else. See the little thing right there, the little button? Yeah, you click that button.
Oh, he like reaches and he can like fit like three fingers on it. It's so small. He's like, hold on. It's just this tiny little thing on this massive guy, and it just like the kickback and just shoots like straight up in the air. Yeah, so takes from getting used to, I guess.
But that's something to do if you can't get to. If you can't get up in person.
Yeah, that's helpful. Thanks.
Might be worth giving to the elves too. You never know. Never know what uses they might have for it.
That's true.
Well, let's see how that works. He pockets it.
Goes off in his pocket.
Yeah.
He's like those guys that like shoot their junk off because they don't put the safety on their gun.
So shoots himself in the foot.
So what you identify is
junk and foot.
Like half of a dominate beast spell.
Okay.
In this, and it's kind of similar to the gun. It's like it's not quite a frostbolt. This is not quite a dominate beast. It's almost like the enchantment wasn't completely finished.
Okay.
And so that's what you're able to find out.
So in layman's terms, more kind of like a control, where dominate loses all will, kind of a controlling being. The beast still has will, but goes
kind of guide it in the right direction.
Kind of, but there's also more mechanical things that are affecting it as well at the same time. So it's you can identify the magical stuff, but the mechanical things is pretty much new to everybody. Okay. So it's not something. Maybe Wick, if she sat down for a long time and went through this stuff, could maybe figure something out. But yeah, it seems like it wouldn't be enough of an enchantment, but they are being controlled.
Do we find anything else interesting on either of the bodies at all?
You find just like a shattered little box on the goblin.
Interesting. I'll definitely look at that.
Okay. It looks like a box with some like gears and springs on the inside that is obviously from connecting with the tree broke and is like in pieces.
Yeah. Was it connected to anything or?
No, it was just like a box that had like a button that it could push.
And it was holding it in its hand, or it was...
No, it was just on its body, like in like a pocket.
I will show this to Veltrar once he's done, identifying, and be like, "What do you think this button does?"
we might be able to find out. I will do my best to mend it.
Oh.
With things
Oh,
that, like...
I thought you were just going to identify it.
Ew.
Okay.
With things that, like, might make sense together, like...
Oh, boy.
Give me a roll.
This went really well last time we tried to put something together.
What's the worst that can happen?
Well, just straight roll.
What would amending? I mean, intelligence is the thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah, I would think
Maybe
that as
sleight
well.
of hand?
Yeah, we'll do
Is
an
it
intelligence.
figuring out how it works, or is it being able to physically do it? I think that's the
Figuring out
question
how
with
it
me.
works.
That'd
probably
To
be
put it back
Probably
together
intelligence.
properly.
So straight roll. That's a 7. Yeah.
No. You fuse these things together and it's like, this is solid now.
I mean, was this what it looked like?
Push the button.
Maybe.
Well, if you fixed it.
I'm also gonna cast identify on it.
Yeah, this is a quick ticket to a Darwin Award over here. I found a button, I put it back
What's the
together
worst that can
poorly, and then I pressed it.
Excuse me while I comically go.
You don't get any sense of magic on this.
I mean, if it was magical at one point, it isn't anymore. So, let's all back away from this for a second.
I'll be fine.
Alright, yeah, I backed away.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to push the button.
Okay. You go to push and it doesn't go in.
No. Well.
Push harder?
Doesn't budge.
Either it didn't do anything, which I think would be silly, or I messed up in putting it back together.
Or it just is irreparably broken from running into a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might do it.
Yeah.
That might explain why it was in so many pieces.
Would we understand, like, that a button would activate something, or is that even in itself too...
I think you guys could figure out like an empty box that has like a big button on it. You could figure out like to push the button. I think that would be...
do you think that Sai would be able to draw the conclusion that, like, maybe when you press the button, the, like, rocket boots or whatever they are turn on, and or is that even in itself too complicated for Sai to figure out?
I don't think you'd have any... I think you could figure out to push the button. I don't think you'd have any idea to know any connections that would come after that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
I think we could probably, like, guess, like, oh, we pushed the button and maybe that was the rocket boots, or maybe it was an alarm or something like that, but, like, we don't have any knowledge, right?
You hear from off in the distance the rocket boots.
It's going in circles, only one of them's working.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's sleeting blood everywhere.
There's my hover boots. I've been wanting them.
Yeah. That would have gotten us up that wall really quick.
Well, I don't know if they actually go up.
Alright. You think we should start heading back? Should we bury these so we don't cause an alarm, or do we want to just get going?
Yeah, we don't want people to even think that we're still here.
Yeah. Alright, well.
You guys want to bury, and I will take a break.
I can do that.
No.
For like an hour, maybe? Just a quick breather.
Ildren starts stealthing away.
Yeah, that's my move.
Alright, I'll start digging.
Lying under a tree branch.
I'm going to take a short rest, if you will allow me, so that we don't use spell slots for healing.
That would be preferable.
Okay. You dig. So, and then are you digging enough for the creature and the goblin?
If possible, yeah.
That is not the correct.
Are you helping?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys can get both buried in an hour.
I rolled the same thing.
Cool.
I mean, okay. Give me strength checks. Let's see how this goes.
Let's see. This is where that nat 1 would come in handy.
16.
6.
22 combined. Yeah, you guys are able to get it done. It's an hour to dig this. It's a shallow grave. There's nothing good, and maybe cover it up with a few leaves or something.
I'll do that. Try to spread out the remaining of the dirt that we dug up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. chromatic orb. That's the ability I was looking at. And instead of 3d8, it's 2d8. So, for
For the frost.
what I was saying earlier.
You're
Yes.
making that up.
Find the spell, that is the other thing. All right.
Well, I think we'll start heading
there it
back
is.
to the towards the fortress.
Okay. You guys are about an hour out, so let's go stealth checks.
I would say probably when we're 15 out is when I would cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. So you see Ildren just making a lot of noise.
Oh, well, yeah, we're good. I was just more like, wow, that was a high roll. I rolled a 24.
I also rolled a 24.
Oh.
14.
Natural
Rolled a-
one.
I've rolled a 4 and a 6 for my stealth checks.
It's almost like you're good at it. Wait.
I'm just glad that a 4 is a 13.
It's that rogue thing. Do I still have advantage?
If you didn't, you do again.
Okay, you can give it to me again.
It's just, I basically have to re-up it every hour.
Can't help notice I'm not.
Well, it's still 24. Oh boy.
The way to just keep hitting that.
Well, it's kind of loose.
It is. It is quite
Can we do a
loose.
quick check on that cam?
Sure.
It needs to.
Oh, actually, I got it.
It was pretty close. It needs to go my way.
All right.
There we
So, as you guys are going, you hear Ildren's like footprints, like paws, just making a lot more noise than usual.
I'll, as long as I like look around and don't see anybody, I'm gonna be like, Ildren.
Is this an amateur hour? Come on, man.
I can hear you. But whispering.
I hear you.
Pat, pat, pat,
Yeah,
pat,
I'm
pat,
just
pat,
gonna-
pat, pat, pat.
I'm just gonna put him down.
Put him out of his misery.
He's got a good life. Poor doggy.
That's the Valshar approach to solving problems.
So he-
Just take out a dagger.
He goes forward and keeps making noise. Not like a ton of noise, but
All right. Well,
what do you guys do? Anything?
I think we'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Give me a perception checks, the three of you then. Stealthing around.
11.
That was also an 11.
16.
And I have a +8 on that thing.
Wow, my stealth checks. Literally a 1, a 2, and then a 3. This is...
That's a.
Amateur hour over here.
Yeah. This is an interesting reversal of DM dice.
Holy crap,
But
I
still
know.
within our party.
So,
Wait, was that for Ildren or was that for things?
Animasos.
so you guys start to hear...
Easily see.
like two figures start to come out towards the footsteps of Ildren. And they're not very quiet, but they're quiet enough to not be heard by Ildren.
I'm gonna cast message and.
Not be heard by Ildren.
I'm gonna cast message to Eldrin and going, people coming your way.
I'm gonna lay down.
He starts to kind of
I
look
hide
around.
behind a tree
Yeah, I'm laying
with
down in the
arrow
underbrush.
drawn, ready to like turn out and loose him.
Well, I guess he'll turn back into his regular form, change into his bear form, and turn around all in one. Like, roll initiative.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Then we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break, and then we'll roll initiative.
Good,
when
I'm
we
out of
come
beer.
back. When we come back.
Like
When
you
we
said
come
that
back.
every
When we
week.
come back.
So
holding on to the dice.
These rolls did not count.
Well, I mean, I just rolled it
I don't
around
care.
keeping it.
I am
kids.
putting this down. This is not my roll.
Oh, actually, we have a lot to do, so we gotta go really short break. We'll be right back, guys.